This is Oxygen Not Included, Prehistoric Planet Pack number 26. Hey, how's it going? Just taking a look here, and we launched this rocket here, and it's coming over here. This one seems like it's done, but we never issued a return back. So we're gonna have them come back. Molten, click molten. And it has no more diamond in its drill cone, and I think we filled in a bunch of stuff here, which is horrible because it filled up and then used all the diamond that it needed, or used all the diamond for the drill cone, and then just wasted a whole bunch of materials. Sigh. So I think our problem is with food. I'm pretty certain that from what I've been watching, that their food intake has just been overstressing them. Like, they're eating sweat corn, which is negative morale. They already have high morale themselves, so we need to do something and actually make a proper kitchen. It doesn't take too long to actually make one, but I think in this episode we're going to spend a minute here and we're going to make a proper kitchen. And yep, and that will help them with, or bring down the stress that they have from me assigning them all these new tasks, like all their new skills and stuff. I overstepped my boundaries with their skills here. That fishy. I can't wrangle. He should have fallen in here. I'm surprised that this door got opened and allowed him into it. I also don't care if this is open. This can be open. These can also be open. We're also done with these, so we can deconstruct these. Let's just do a little bit of cleaning work on our base here. Yeah. Stress, everywhere. All right, so that's gonna fill that up. So the next thing we're gonna look at from this last episode when I made the gas storage is filtering these so that this goes in here, and we could do powered or not powered. There's multiple ways to do this, but we have a bunch of different gases in here, all of which, like, we could just release into the world and rebuild and restart. It's something that we could do. The next thing that I also like doing is I also like having canister fillers. I messed that up. Sorry. I also like having canister fillers on the outsides of these so that we can pick it up if we actually need it. We'll deconstruct these. We have this this pump right here. If I pop this, then it's gonna release all this to the wilds. But we need. I don't care. It's fine that it gets released into the wild. We're gonna use this as a way to get in there. Okay. I cancel deconstruct. Yep, we gotta deconstruct. Where's the little Aaron symbol? There it goes. So we could do this powered, or we could do this not. The powered way is pretty easy. It's not even very, very expensive. You just use a gas shutoff, and it uses 10 watts. Constantly, it's 40 watts, right? You just use the gas shutoff here, you detect the packet, and then you put it into the line. So you do something like this, like that. If there's other things, then you put it that way. So this is the powered way, and you can be cool and like set it so that it goes different ways. You can do a whole bunch of different stuff. And we're going to take this pipe specifically and bring its output, which should be oxygen, as far up as I can possibly take it. Actually, we could put it on that line. It would probably go out, or put it on this line here, and that way we're not wasting plastic. How about this? Well, that's what we're going to do. Put it on this line. Don't put it here. There. And that'll just dump its stuff all the way that way. These need power and these need automation. So in the ventilation here, we got gas pipe element sensors. And then I want to make sure that this leaves. So we're going to put a gas bridge here and trim right here. I always want to be making sure that there's something telling this to leave, even if these are turned off. That gas bridge up here, whoa, all the way up here, something may happen and screw everything up. So we always want an exit for this. We never want it to block, or otherwise we'll get multiple flavors in here. This is the powered solution. There is a powerless solution. I can show you that too, but the powerless solution is you make a loop with your pipe here, and then you do 2 gas bridges, and then a gas valve, and then your gas pipe. And what this does, here, priority like 5. You don't have to build this. What this does is you have your line that goes across the, so this is our flavor line right here, okay, right? And then we're going to circulate the material we want. So say it's chlorine. So we circulate chlorine, we take chlorine into these 4 pipes right here, and then the gas valve here we set to 9999, and then it allows a packet to always go through this, and then any leftovers will leave out the exit that it's not able to. So it'll go circle, 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 circle. Oh, and I think it's actually this way, maybe. One of these 2 ways. I'm sure that if I ever put it together, there's plenty of ways to put it together. But then the gas valve, you set that to 999999, and so it can only take in that amount of packet. Problems with this: if you have full packets here, then you may not be able to grab the entirety of the 10 kilogram packets. See how these packets can be pretty close to full. Here, let's set this. This is carbon dioxide. We also need power, so I mean, there's that. This one's gonna be chlorine. And this one can be sour. We also need to get some power up in here. There. We'll just have him build it, and so I can show you what it looks like. Whoop! I built my power wrong. Nope, I didn't. And then I'm gonna put here a knot sensor, and this knot sensor is we're gonna set it to oxygen. That way, if we detect oxygen, we're not pumping it somewhere else. What else is floating in the air here? We got sour, we got that, maybe nat gas. If you happen to see it. You know me, I just want to get this rolling. Drink, drink, drink. Oh, what are you doing delivering water here? Thought I made you one. Oh, yeah. Well, it looked like I made you much higher than that. Liquid exposure. What are you doing? Stila, what are you looking for? Store nickel. There's a bunch of stuff down here. And they're storing it. And she's going to drop it too, obviously. All right. Let's fix this automation loop here. Done. If you detect oxygen... There we go. Okay. That will fix our pit for quite some time. All right. Next, let's get to doing this. We want a proper kitchen, and we're going to use all of the materials that we have available to us, and make a proper kitchen here. Yeah. The first thing that we need to do is we need to have frozen, a frozen atmosphere right here for the food to never spoil. And I don't see a great place to just dump cold. Maybe here. Maybe here. This might be enough to just leave it cold here. So we're going to dump these. And what we want to do, or what we want to have, is we want to have an area that they can come into, grab the food, and go. We'll deconstruct those. And then a really easy way to freeze your food is to use a it's a utility, is to use a thermoregulator. You can use a thermo aqua tuner if you want, but a thermo aqua tuner will be like way overkill, and you'll also need like a steam turbine. Like, why do you need it to get work on doing that kind of stuff? A thermo aqua tuner is enough to really cool down one spot. It doesn't take a lot of power like the other one does, and if you make it out of something crazy like steel, it'll never overheat. So I'm just gonna thump this down somewhere over here. All right, let's take a look at what we got going on here. This line needs to open up here. Let's open up this building right here, this area of the building. So we got food, and it's in here, and they're just storing the pepper, or the good pinch of peppers. I'm sorry, it's sweat corn. It's not pinch of pepper nut. And what I want to do is I want to, any food that gets put here, we want to put in the cold storage. So we only want the stuff that we're not going to eat in here. I'm looking here. We could get rid of this too. This is not useful anymore. This stuff here is in the way. Them just sitting there eating, that's amazing. They don't use this way, but I don't think I can seal it off. Where's a great place to seal it off so they can get good food? Maybe here we could close this off, and this might be a good place to store the food. It's right in the dead center of all of them. Oh, here, okay, so that's where we're going to put the food. Next, we need insulated tiles, and we need good ones. We don't need crappy ones, unfortunately. That's not a lot. All right, shipping. We're going to make a chute. We're going to shoot this food right in here. And the conveyor's going to, or the, right there. Great. Our ventilation, I see that it's over here, but I'm going to deconstruct this over here, and we're going to put that over here. Just right here, as close to this as we possibly can put it. It might get hot, but it probably will be something that is easily dispersible back into the environment. I don't have the igneous rock that we need. So we need to go and grab some igneous rock, and we're going to go grab that from over here. Let's grab this and get this running again, too. What looks like is the problem for what we're doing there? I don't know. Looks fine to me. The next thing is they probably need to have some Atmos suits. We need to set up some Atmos suits for them because I think that they're probably getting stressed out because they can't, they just are getting exposed to too many things and they have too high morale to be exposed to these things. All right, we're going to just chomp this whole layer out. This is all mine now. This too. That can all go to. Great, great, great. All this. That too. That too. This is all mine. Okay. The other thing about this is only pumping in 500 grams a second. We could put 2 of these on the line and it would probably work much faster. But it would require more power. That is something to realize. We got some mopping that needs to be done everywhere. Who's Suffocato? Freya. Good job, buddy. Can you not get that one? Nope. You have sedimentary rock right here. Can I get you to deliver a piece of sedimentary rock and so you can save yourself? Come on, you can do this. Yes. Freya turns. Come on, Freya. There's oxygen right there. Come on, buddy. This is dangerous. Is Higby about to go? Yeah, Higby is about to go. All right, buddy. What's going on with you? You've got too many skill points, obviously. That's what's going on. See? I don't know why, though. You should have a higher morale than what you do. Quit zapping yourselves on stuff. All right, so we're going to get this thing made, and then in shipping here, conveyor loader, make it out of gold, because that's what we like. I guess we're going to do one over here, just in case. Is there an angry... Where's the angry... Ah. Okay. Something's going on in here. We're doing something and it's not working. Oh, they're feeding this, maybe? Maybe putting sand in here? And they get punched by that guy? I don't know. Oh, I'm pretty sure them going in here is horrible. Why you new build the thing? Also, not being able to hold your breath is not really great in here, but it'll get cured in a minute. It's not. I'm not really worried about it. All right. I don't know if we should scrub Higby. I don't know. In this area here, let's finish this up. Let's make this here. Carbon dioxide is pretty great and pretty stable. It'll always stay at the lower part of the area. Can they sweep this, or they should be able to sweep it? But they might sweep it from here, and I want them to sweep it from here. Yeah, now we'll find out whether they can or not. No, looks like they can still. We have this open, so the carbon dioxide's going to fall in there. And the next thing we need to do is we need to put some real radiant pipe right here. And I really want to put it in these two here because this is going to be carbon dioxide in this little area right here. And then out, over, and in. And then gas bridge that thing back. Oh, I guess I need to make it wider, huh? Because we needed to be able to detect the temperature of this in here. Automation, boom. Okay. Make that. They maybe can get into here. The next thing I also want to do is I was gonna say a temp shift plate, but I actually want to put a metal tile right here, and then I want to put the food dropping right here. That's the next step. So the food should drop right here is what I want to have happen. I also believe that we don't have enough spaces in here. Then we're gonna put a liquid in here. We're gonna take that liquid naphtha and put the liquid naphtha right here, and then they're gonna reach in and grab the food right here. What? Did I deconstruct that unintentionally? The next thing we want is a canister drainer. Bloop. Oh. So now we're going to freeze this tile right here. I don't think I have any hydrogen handy. We can get it out of here. So ventilation, our canister filler here. Boop. Oh, nice. Now they'll get it out of here. Gross. Why do you keep inking? Oh yeah, we're gonna make you some food. Yes, yes indeed. You are gonna enjoy this food. We're pretty close right here. Unbreathable hydrogen is what we want in this here. Go ahead and enable a bottle and that'll get going. And this is gonna be like minus 50. We don't want much above that. And then let's sweep that so that they take that. I know we have naphtha, so let's go find our naphtha. Perfect little bottle of it. Let's relocate this. So there's actually a trick to this, and the trick is that we should deconstruct these two tiles right here, and well, I'm also gonna like make this a tile here, and we're gonna put that naphtha right here, and then we also need to deconstruct these. This should be a carpeted tile. And then this is going to be a storage, or nope, not that one, but this one's going to be a storage tile for eco banks. Copper ore, why not? We want that naphtha. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the naphtha go, and it's going to fill up these two areas, and then we're going to come right here and mop right here. And mopping right here will mop up these two, and then leave the naphtha right here. I know this is due to like entertainment. Like, what else is going on? Oh, maybe we should add in like some party lines. Party lines are pretty horrible. They're not great. An arcade cabinet in here. Boom. How about we cancel that one? Just all this power on this one little line. Is it worth the party? It's worth the party. All right, back to here. We got our naphtha. Empty this naphtha. It's gonna make a mess, but it's not gonna be too mess. It actually has a really great standing factor. The pool factor of it's pretty great. See, it didn't go everywhere. It only went certain places. And then we're going to get a nice little line of naphtha right here. Perfect. You can see we already have carbon dioxide building up in this little spot here. Let's bring this up. Come on, get off that. Just go to 9. Already got hydrogen already cycling in here. Oh, yeah. It's full. This is going to get hot. It's gonna. There's not much I can say about this. It's going to work for a minute, and then it'll stop working so hard. Okay. We have our carbon dioxide in grams. We would like a little bit more than that. Eco. But really, that's all this takes to start your deep freeze adventure, to have food that's lasts forever. Having naphtha right here is amazing. It has so much. It's so dense that just having it here prevents all those off gassings. Like, no amount of gas short of like a bomb of gas is going to move this drop here. And then they can just reach here, and this is carbon dioxide now. Now, granted, it's not a lot of carbon dioxide, so it could be a problem. I would prefer to have a lot more carbon dioxide, personally. Something we could do is, if there's any left, which I don't think there is, would be like grab some liquid carbon dioxide. Yeah, I don't think there's much left, if any. The next thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take some time and work on this. No worries. Back to the kitchen. The kitchen now should have 1 eco bank. Excellent. Why is this not being done? Nope, that door's open. You can let everybody through. This isn't a kitchen at the moment because it's probably way too big. That can't hit that. Oh, see, that needs to go. Deconstruct this. We're going to deconstruct this. And this. Why not? Let's close this up. We're going to deconstruct this one as well. Lots of deconstruction here. We're going to fix this all up so that this is automated. This is where our food is going to go in the beginning. If we have overages of food, then so be it. This plant is going to go... I'm just going to dig it up. Hey, research complete. We're going to put... we don't need the spice grinder. Like, I'm never going to use this. I hate this thing. It can do some fun stuff, but it's not great. Like, it takes a lot of power to use these. And if you don't have that in spades, it's a waste of your time. All right, copy. Let's get this back up and running. Boop-ba-doo. And then next we need... We're going to put our gas range back right here. What am I going to put in this one little spot right here? Maybe we put the sweeper in here. I just saw it, like, it just started doing lines. I'm like, oh, geez. No. Oh, jeez. I can't believe I've done that. All right. Well, got this sort of lined up. We're missing grub grub fruit. We got pixel pack. How did that get in there? What happened here? It can't let out, so we need to make a tile right here. Whatever, not particularly this one, just this one. There. Let's begin the chill. Things that they can eat. They need to be able to eat toasted millet. Edible. Frost burgers are great. Veggie poppers, toasted, that, surf and turf. These are all things that they can definitely eat. Everything else I think should stay. Everything else can be created and like better food can be created from this. So what do we got in here? We just have a bunch of millet. We'll put that 7 down here. Why can't you grab in here? You can't grab this one. Maybe this one needs to go over 1 so that it can put, well, it'll miss here. So it needs to come over this way 1, but then it won't hit here. We also need a peat delivery system. And a way to be able to grab the food out of here. It's too high up. See, this won't be able to grab the food down here. I could lift this up 1, and that would probably be okay. Yeah, let's do that. On the bottom of these, we're going to put insulated tiles because we want we want them to be insulated here. I'm going to deconstruct this. That'll bring it up here a little bit. All right. So all this will go into a refrigerator. We're trying to fix. We're also trying to fix the where everything is going as well, right? So like we're gonna eventually push everything into this one fridge, and then the out. We want the output of all this to be here. Very cold, very sterile. Sterile, refrigerated. We're already cold. It's very nice in there. Okay. Now we have. We can grab that, and we can cover these two with. We can cover these two with the food that comes into here. I could move this one over here. I don't know. If I moved this one over here, I would have diagonal access to right here. And then we could put all the food here. Let's see if I get diagonal access, the sweeper will turn on. Nope, it didn't. So we can deconstruct this one. I'm sorry I'm deconstructing things and remaking them over and over, but it's just a process of trying to make sure that everything gets into the right spot. We're just building it we're building it together instead of going off of a plan. All right. Edible is fine. We're going to try and get to where we can see this one tile right here, right? We can see this one tile. So here is ingredients, and eventually we won't need this. So here is going to be all the ingredients. We're going to sweep them all into here, all food. And then this sweeper is going to sweep in anything that it can make into whatever. And then this one is going to grab that and put it into these here. And then this one also will feed this one too. And then this one, having grabbed food from the fridge, will be able to fill this here. So cooking ingredients, we need tough meat, all this stuff that we need to cook. Frost buns even, jabo, lettuce, meat, all this stuff should be 9. Or technically 8. Raw egg, smoked fish, snack fish. None of that. Just all this. For the advanced foods, they're going to have to actually use. We're actually going to have to go to use them. Go there. We might be able to put a rail here to feed that, but I don't want my food just sitting out in the middle in the open. And then this is edible. Frost burgers. Surf and turf, veggie, brisket. No, all these are excellent foods. Yep, great. Now all this stuff needs power again. Get that done right now. We have a lot of veggie poppers at the moment too. Okay, and then one more thing that we need to do is we need a shipping rail We need a shipping rail over here to dump our food in. So everyone's going to have, or be able to dump their food into here. We want it far enough away from this that the sweeper can't see this. Let's get some salt water. Mm. Okay, so this loader is going to be for people, duplicants to put in cooking ingredients. So anything that they harvest, they'll be able to harvest it and say put it right here. Is there anything else that they're probably going to have? Mushroom, probably not omelet, maybe that. Raw egg if we see it. Definitely meat. I know I saw meat there. Fillet, all these fillets. Great. What are we looking at here? We're looking at 10,000 calories, not much more. 11,000 calories, that's all right. I could actually just put the ingredients in here, but that's all right. These are rolling. These, I just don't even think that we have anything for that. We do have some finished stuff, right? So, unfortunately, this one isn't the one that should be sweeping to it. We need another sweeper who can see this, but can't see that. I think we need another sweeper right here. Here. If I put a sweeper here, and I put the head right here, and then I put another sweeper right here. Sweepers. This is not the optimal way of doing this, by the way. Conveyor chute here. Like, look at all this food that's just sitting here. All right. I mean, maybe frost buns too. And then it should put sweat corn into here. Here, let's have it sweep sweat corn at a lower priority than in here. So we'll make this 6. We'll make this 5, and then we'll put in sweat corn. These are obviously 9s. Great. That'll sweep the floor for it. That'll sweep the floor and really help lower down our work, the amount of work that's going on in here. This is also not a kitchen. What I'm trying to do right here, this, I guess this goes to this and this goes to that. That's fine. What I'm trying to do in here is make it small enough so that we can put in our spice grinder, and boom, now we got a spice grinder in the room. These 3 right here. Next thing we can do is we can put some drywall in here. Juicy blueberry stains the fingers. It's lovely. And they'll work on that whenever. So this is going to start helping them do their cooking errands, and now our food is going to get super cold, and everything will be just fine. And if they need to grab food, like they have nothing else to cook, then they can even grab it out of here. But this is going to try and stay full to keep these full here. Another thing that we could put in here would be a storage bin made out of peat. A storage bin for peat, specifically. Because these guys use a lot of peat. 100 kilograms. So maybe like some storage tiles, like 3 or 4 of them. These storage tiles will have peat in them, and they can just refill them as they want, with whatever tasks they happen to have. Quick look at our rockets. This one's coming back. It looks like this one's getting ready to head on out. Great peat storage. Not amazing, but great. This rocket is ready to go back to its home. We're going to turn this on so that it does the thing. Change. You liked going here, so you're going to go here. You can go whenever. You do not have fuel. And it's going to take 6 tiles to get them there. And I don't think we've got oxygen in here. We didn't have steam. Oh, there's a little teeny tiny bits of steam right there. What about you? You are packed with steam. Wonderful. Well, let's get you to rocket. You also have your drill cone already set too. Oh yeah. Come on, make me some steam. The next thing I need to do is in here we need to get some steam something to soak in that steam. It needs to be quick. So many yellow alerts today, man. But now we got a bunch of steam in here. It'll all start dripping, but the other thing is we can launch this one as well, and it'll do the same trick for us. So I'm just going to do one quick round trip. Just launch and come back. Launch and come back like right here. And then crew whenever you're ready. That'll help us generate more steam, keep the steam in this room alive. I'm gonna cut off this water pipe right here. We're just gonna cut it right here. That way it doesn't keep leaking its stuff in there. It's unreachable. It really actually is, I think. Unreachable storage. What about that storage is unreachable? Am I making this out of shale? Nope, good. Thank goodness we're making it out of obsidian, because I have a feeling this stuff's gonna love to melt. Yeah, go? Oh, I may have scrubbed Eduardo. Yeah, I may have scrubbed him. Ren, go on and do that. You don't even have to go for very long. You're just going to come and go and come back, right back. And that's going to allow this to pump. When do we turn this off? Oil that tile. Yeah, that's not... Granite is not great for this. It's this tile right here. Oh, did I just make this out of igneous rock? I wanted igneous rock, okay. Did you bring me any goodies? Nope, you didn't. You have drill cone, but you still need to be fueled. You're not ready to be fueled yet, are you? I think you're ready. Yes? Not quite. 4 tiles. Great. I think the truest answer is that here we need to make these. We're gonna deconstruct this ladder, and then element sense. We're gonna put an element sensor here, and then run it all the way back here. And if we detect that we're letting something through, then we need to stop it. It's probably too little of a metal, too weak of a metal. Someone's suffocating. Oh, well, someone was. Who? New printables available. Get some pip egg going on here. Lovely. Is this waiting to land? Molten. Here. Molten? Oh, I guess it's called liquid then. Liquid, you can sit in solid, but liquid appears to be blocked somehow. How is this one blocked? Oh, I see. This tile here is horrible. Okay. You got some stuff in your tanks. What did you get? Ooh, magma, iridium, liquid hydrogen, and yes, and that's getting all dripped right here. Oh, finally. Finally we're getting our first bits of goodness. I think we can go down now. Okay, we don't need to. We are doing everything fine. Great. Everything looks good. And then this is dripping in here, so we're getting like super hot igneous rock. It's great. That's warming this tile up here, which is just driving this heat all the way down here into our little spike. And you're sweeping the igneous rock right here. That's super duper hot. Hmm. What are you doing? And they're going to get to that. Yep. Yes, they are. All right. So we actually have our first real good stuff. Let's uncheck that, and let's get the molten iridium in here, and let's really kick it up. Oh yeah. Yes. I need this to stop. This needs to stop. If this room in here is too hot, then this needs to stop. Maybe not temperature. Maybe the temperature of that area right here needs to be more like just be something sane. I'd put it on a loop to loop it around here. I don't really care. Yes, here comes all that iridium. Oh, fresh hot iridium. What's going on here? Why are you send green signal above? You're cold. You're chill. Maybe we can go a little bit colder. Really cook this in here. Oh geez, we just dropped a bunch of hot ceramic in here too. Yeah, turn this off if it's send green signal if it's below, say, like 200. And it's just sitting right here on this hot spot, and if it's hot, there's no way we're gonna deliver this. We'll just leave it in this tank here, and it's good to go. This beeping is killing me. Oh. Man, that stuff is hot. Should really warm up this room. And then if it gets too hot, this is going to boil out, and then we'll just have a nice little vacuum in here. It won't vacuum. I don't think it's not going to vacuum, but we're going to have a lock here. Meanwhile, the oxygen and the hydrogen, they apparently disappeared. I don't think we have anything in here anymore. We're good. I think this is good to launch again. Oh. This is emptying out. Great. And it needs more diamond, so it's going to take its time to get some diamond. And I'm going to call it good for this episode. We did pretty good. We got this going. Okay, well... what happened? Did I have water in here? I must have had a drip of water. Maybe that's salt water right there. Okay. This is doing pretty good. It's a nice chill room. Great room. In between two hot rooms. This is giving off some heat, so maybe we need to do some base ladder adjustment here. But otherwise, this is just sending in heat right on in here. Maybe this door should say like 195. This thing is just delivering its cobalt. It's a pretty hot room in here, 135. Delivering us that delightful cobalt. It's forever cobalt. We probably will never mess with that ever again. In here, I noticed that our stress is going down pretty good. This is going to be running forever and ever. Dartle. Huh. And he just decided he's going to become barbecue. And most of the things that get caught in here are going to be one-wayed in here, and then they will die. Great. I assigned everybody enough spots that they all can hang out together. Let's get a thing in here so that it's part of a great hall. Why did you just drop the sweat corn on the ground here? And this is full. This is full. We got Sweetles all day long. Maybe mop this up and stuff. Got some goop on the floor. Ooh, we got some ice that needs to be handled. How's this running? Oh, look at the steam. What happened here? Did I break it? I did. It almost doesn't want to. I need to be putting the heat in here, or I need to be pumping that. It's just what I need to be doing. All right. Well, that's going to eat more of that in there. And our liquid in here is ridiculous. And this is down to oxygen once again. Very nice. A little bit of awesome goes a long way. What are we looking at in here? Way too much carbon dioxide. Ridiculous amounts of carbon dioxide. Why is this guy not getting Mimicabud? Where's our other Mimicabud here? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it go. Next episode, we're gonna work on why the duplicants are so stressed out right now, and then finishing up these little bits of getting them out there as soon as they're done, ready to go. Like these two here, if you just connect this, these three are just going to launch until they're ready to go. And then this, we're going to say, if we detect steam, don't turn this on. This line will probably turn into rocket on the pad and not rocket not ready. So like it could do something like, if it sends a red signal, we could do not. Well, that's when it's ready for flight. It's not. It would have to be like both of these letting us know, because when it's on the platform, we want it to be green, and then this one we want it to be red, and then this one starts the launch. We want them to be just launching. We don't mind. We have rockets in orbit, it says? No, we don't. Yeah, see, we're grabbing. There we go. We are grabbing. Thank you for watching. This has been a long episode. I cannot wait to go to the next one. Thank you and have a great day.